This is Andi Purewal for Boxing News. I'm joined by Viddal Riley here in London. Viddal, firstly, how is life treating you?
Life's alright, man. Life can be better, but I think things can always be better, isn't it? That's how we think as humans. Things can always be better. So life's good, but it can be better.
Well, I'm glad to hear life is good, in the short term at least. Before we come on to yourself, let's talk about the reason we're here. Fabio Wardley-Clarke, some interesting back and forths, always respectful, but always looking like they wanted to get one up on each other when they was talking. What did you make of the press conference there?
I think it was a good press conference. It was, in the beginning, I didn't know if it was going to get juicy or not. It seemed like it was going to be a pretty standard press conference, but then as it went on, they started doing their little back and forths, and I think, as we know, Fraser makes it clear I'm not the talking guy like that, but I think Wardley does bring it out of him a bit more. You know, it makes him more likely to engage. So, very good fight. That fight's not going the distance. That fight's not going the distance, man. And by the time we get to the 31st of March, they're going to hate each other. You can feel it. Right now it's cool, it's funny, as they start going through the pain in camp and sparring and picking up these little niggles and all the things that camp entails, and you start dieting, they will hate each other by March 31st.
See, this is an interesting point you raised, because I've just done an interview with Fabio and asked him, is it personal now? He says no. But when you see the little back and forths, and you mentioned as camp starts to progress, because of everything that's happened previously with the purse bids and what have you, do you think certainly by the 31st it will be personal between the pair of them?
Yeah, it will be personal because he's going to have to sacrifice things in his life to defeat this man. And when that happens, it gets a bit personal because it's taken something from you in order to deliver. So with the little back and forth they're having now, by the 20th of March, which is 11 days before, there's going to be some hate in their hearts.
What do you think happens by the time that fight comes around?
Ooh, man. I don't know. The reason why I don't know is because I know Fraser's personality, and he needs something like this to see the best him. So from what we've seen previous performances, you'd have to go with Woodley because he's got the better opponents. He's had the better performances. But I got this gut feeling that Clarke is like, this is what he needs. Like, this is what is going to get him out of his show. So I really don't know.
Without bringing yourself into the equation, I've been reliably informed the plan is for you to box on the undercard of this bout. Just an understanding where things currently sit. We're trying to get an opponent in and looking forward to being on such a bill like this.
Yeah, so not sure on who the opponent will be, but I'll be on the show, hopefully defending my English title. We know what we really wanted to get going on this one, but someone's being difficult and we don't know the reason why. Money to be made, big show, enough notice. Oh, we're 8 weeks away now. We're 8 weeks away. So, I mean, what do you need? What do you need? But I'm going to fight regardless because I don't live my life for other people. I don't live my life for other people. I have interests. I invest in them. When it seems empty, I continue my life. We've seen it previously with Tommy Fury. And someone else is now falling into that category.
You might not want to mention his name. I will mention his name. A certain Isaac Chamberlain, obviously the current British champion. Somebody holds a title that you very much want. You've been targeting. We've seen some back and forths over social media. Is there a cut-off for you for this fight to happen? Not just in terms of for it to happen by March 31st, but at all in your careers, because you have your own plans and your own ambitions.
I'll fight March 31st. I'll win March 31st. And I don't know if he's going to still fight April 27th against someone. Or I doubt it would be me because of the time difference between the 31st and the 27th. But, I mean, as long as he remains British champion, then I would like that fight to happen. If Isaac loses his belts, we'll let him fade into obscurity. And I'll fight, I don't know if it's Chev or... Because Chev is, I believe, the mandatory after his win over Tommy McCarthy. So, if Isaac loses those belts, it's a sad day. It's a sad day because I'll be going for the belt. So as long as he has the belts, he has attention. The moment the belts are gone, he goes back to where he was before.
Be some great domestic matchups there. Yourself, Isaac, Clarke, as you mentioned. Obviously, you've got the guys who are up at world level, but excluding them, how exciting is it just to think about the prospect of facing those guys? And who would you prefer to face? Who do you think would be the most exciting one for you?
I'd prefer to face Isaac based on the noise has already been made. The build-up's already there. The storyline's already there. Fight-wise, style-wise, I don't mind. I fight Chev or Isaac. But in terms of building and storyline and getting the general public involved, I'd prefer Isaac. Because I went on TV and said Isaac.
Now you mentioned building, you mentioned getting the general public involved. The man who has done that from this past weekend is Whittaker. Now Viddal, if there's anybody who knows how to build a platform across social media, across YouTube, it's yourself. What have you made of everything that Ben's done since and all the talk that's been around him? Because certainly whenever I go on Twitter, I just keep seeing videos of him dancing in the ring from Saturday night.
Listen, it deserves the traction it's getting. Because, like I keep saying, even if we saw a street fight and someone was fighting like that on the street, it would go viral, let alone in a professional boxing ring on Sky Sports. Do you know what I mean? He's gaining the eyes, and he's doing what you need to do in order to be known outside of just people who care about boxing. And I've experienced that. I continue to do that. Ben is now entering that realm. And I mean, it's a good thing to see, man. It's a good thing to see him do it through his own fighting ability as well, not through coaching someone more famous. So I really give him his credit, man, and I see him, he's enjoying it, and I know he'll be back out to do it again.
How much do you enjoy watching his performances, such as what we saw on Saturday night?
Yeah, no, it's enjoyable to watch. It's entertaining, whether you are annoyed that he's doing it or whether you are smiling and happy that he's doing it. Whilst he is fighting, you are watching, and what more can you ask for in this game?
Viddal, just moving away from all of these topics, just a couple of fights on the horizon. I want to get your thoughts on Joshua and Ngannou. What do you make of that fight? Everybody's expecting a bit more of a comfortable night's work for AJ in comparison to what Tyson Fury had.
I think AJ stops him before round 8. Yeah, I think, AJ stops him after 4, but before 8.
Another fight which has got everybody talking on that undercard, and it's divided opinion, Joseph Parker and Zhang.
Yeah, now. Oh. I don't know. I can't even. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Pull them splinters out, Viddal.
I don't know, man. I don't know. That one, I don't know. I just have to, I'm being so genuine. I don't know yet. I don't know.
Away from that, going back to cruiserweight division, CBS Riakporhe signed or agreed. Your thoughts this rematch?
Whoa, it's going to be another war. It's going to be another war. Who comes out on the upper end this time on the winning side? Is it Richard again? Does Billam retain his title? I don't know. You're asking me some good ones today. I think if I had to lean to anyone, I lean towards Richard. Just because I think Billam's had some hard fights, man. He's had some hard fights. Like, there's no one's a machine, do you know what I mean? Like, he's tough, I know firsthand, because I remember thinking it when I fought him in the amateurs. And everyone knows as a professional, this guy is not going anywhere. But that damage has to go somewhere, do you know what I mean? And I think because Richard's got a bit less miles, I'll lean towards Richard. But then no one knows the day that Billam's toughness is going to run out. So, I don't know, man. It's a good one. But if I have to lean, I'll lean towards Richard, but I'm not wholeheartedly on it.
Viddal, listen, it's a pleasure to catch up with you as always. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll speak to you again soon. Thank you.
Thank you, bro. Thank you.